Salve, salve galera, tudo bem? Estamos aqui para mais um episódio de MyGM com o Bulls, agora para finalizar a temporada, restando só 3 semanas e ainda sem nenhum time com posição definida para os playoffs. Como eu mostrei no episódio passado, estamos nesse bolo aqui para ver quem fica com a última vaga direta para os playoffs, que por enquanto está com o Heat, que tem 5 vitórias de diferença para a gente, mas se a gente conseguir subir uma posição já ajuda bastante, porque não vamos necessariamente precisar jogar 2 jogos para se classificar para os playoffs, diferente da nossa posição atual. Outra coisa que aconteceu no episódio passado foi a lesão do Dosun. Dessa vez foi mais leve, então para os playoffs ele já vai estar saudável. Então, para o lugar dele, o Troy Brown Jr. vai voltar para a rotação, já que enquanto ele jogou, teve uns bons momentos aqui com a gente. Para esses últimos 9 jogos, temos confrontos mistos. Adversários mais fortes, do nosso nível, e um pouco mais fracos. Mas o jogo mais importante aqui é o jogo contra o Heat, já que a gente está brigando justamente para tirar a sexta vaga deles. E antes disso, vamos ter 5 jogos, contra Pistons, Suns, 2 vezes o Raptors e o Nuggets de novo. Daqui dá pra gente sair com pelo menos 3 vitórias, apesar de achar que o elenco do Pistons é melhor, eles não estão em uma fase boa e a gente sim. E o Raptors é o último colocado da conferência e ainda está sem o Scottie Barnes. O Suns e o Nuggets são times que dá pra vencer, mas não é uma certeza. Então vamos ver o que a gente consegue até o jogo contra o Heat. Apesar da derrota para o Pistons e a derrota para o Suns na última bola, conseguimos 3 vitórias seguidas e vamos chegar embalado para um jogo em casa. Então, sem mais enrolação, vamos para o jogo contra o Heat.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Kennard. He's out there with Tyler Hero. Jimmy Butler is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Jaquez in at the 4 slot. And for the Bulls, we've got Lonzo Ball. Picture, what's important now?
Well, I think, Kevin, first you need to self-evaluate. Check out your roster. Who do you keep? Who do you let go? And then
now here's Ball. Outside White. Back to Ball. Outside White. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Hero against Ball. Shots good by Hero.
Exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
They grab their own miss. Williams. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the bench.
was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy
player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And that one's good by Butler. Ball against Hero. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Jaquez. Scoreless thus far. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. White against Kennard. Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. A 3-pointer is right on target. Pass to Adebayo. Kennard with the ball. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Blow the whistle.
Yeah, quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Kennard finds Adebayo. Now here's Kennard. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And here is Ball. Still without a basket. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen. Defended by Butler. It's White on the wing. Gets an open look and hits. White's got the game.
Too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Simmons passes to Lewis. That puts them in the lead.
That play never gets old.
At the line already, making them both.
And it's been an average year, really.
Terry against Rozier. Brown feeling out a bit. Here's Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And here's Jovic. Lewis covering. Here he goes, and Jovic gets it to go.
I just think that
Emmett was in Miami.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Green against Simmons. Terry outside. Here's Brown. Still scoreless. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Green with the rebound. Miami trailing. Here's Jovic. And that one is stuffed right through. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Robinson. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And now a 3-point Heat lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. Tough defender, but boy, offensively, his skill set and development on that end is off the charts.
Nice shot by Terry.
At 6'11".
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. Loads it up for Williams. Simmons finds Williams. Simmons' shot is good.
And the length of
Simmons with it. He had 10 points in the win against Denver. Outside for Lewis. Fires for 3. And still a close game as the first quarter. Shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Butler. Good on the bucket. Jimmy Butler
in the paint.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler made some headlines a while back when he said he wished the NBA would allow him. He says that would suit his game. Jimmy said, I want to run into people and see who falls down first. Who's going to quit?
The basket by Bam Adebayo. Simmons inside. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
A nice bit of muscle from Simmons there, pushing through the contact and finishing strong.
Now, here's Adebayo. A 26-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of
Bulls. They're back in the 8th position.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition.
One turnover right after the other.
Here's Adebayo, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Chicago Bulls. Inside, here's Durant. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Ever thought about it, Kevin, as dynasties just so much as powerhouse teams that every year you see we're competing at the highest level in the NCAA tournament. So not really
Managing to swat that one away.
Here's White off the inbound. Ball against Hero. To the inside. And Durant slams it in.
Lonzo does a great job of keeping his head up, looks for the open man.
White against Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. 4th personal foul.
Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
At the line for the Heat. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring break has
Been blanketing his opponents.
stolen by Ball. It's White on the wing. And Adebayo sends it back.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley.
Of 9 all told. Now here's White. He's got 7. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he gets it back to the middle. Ball. And Ball slams it in.
I love these plays.
Hero on the wing. Fires from deep. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start. White against Robinson. The kick out to Ball. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat leading by 9. Hero passes to Jovic. Good on the shot. Jovic has got it.
Taking advantage of his opportunities.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
The Heat making a switch here. Green's checked in. Lewis gets the bucket.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Hero. That one good for 2. Hero. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road trip.
Robinson just ignoring all kinds of coverage there and drills it.
And here's White. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. And Williams with the stuff.
And no doubt they'd love to.
Just 5 on the clock. From 8. And Hero finishes inside. Here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
The dish to Simmons. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Simmons got...
And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Terry the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the feel for the game Simmons has, so adept at cashing in on what the D gives.
Between shot clock and game clock. The Heat leading by 10. Rozier for 3. Terry grabs the board.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Simmons dishes to Terry. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
And guys, with Simmons, you get it all. The shooting, the rebounding, and the passing.
And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've digged
the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now. And why wouldn't you?
And Simmons is out there with Williams. Then it's Terry. Then it's White. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Hero against Terry. It's Hero with the drive. And he gets the bucket.
It's a great move. And
Hero against Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Bulls trail by 6. Hero with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Here's Adebayo. Another shot. Chicago grabs the miss. Turing's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's White. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. White's got 11.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Heat culture seems to be a cliche, but it's not. Jimmy Butler says, we never lost confidence in this group.
Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Passes it to Hero. Goes up at the stripe. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th. Terry. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, White. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
And White understands his role on this team. They look to him to drain that jumper.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And Simmons slams it in.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
Hero with it. 15 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Hero outside Williams. There's the pass to Terry. Over Kennard. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now. Ball with it. Down low. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance. Scoring breakdown for Miami.
They've shown no
Ball up for Chicago. Guarded by Robinson. The game now all-time. He's got 7.
Of a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Passes to Jovic. Puts up a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the left side. Williams. And that time, also a missed shot. Miami leading by 7. Lays it up off the glass. Kennard's got 11.
A little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that. It's a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, you can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Lewis hits the bucket.
Hard work on the offense out.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Troy Brown.
And this is how Simmons...
White. To the inside, Simmons hits the jump hook. Simmons got 20 points. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Lewis hits the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rozier kicks to Robinson. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Lewis, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in, and that's going to do
the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Simmons passes to Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's White, and he banks in the layup.
Fantastic ball movement.
Back to Rozier. The pass to Jovic. There's the steal. To take the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Finding those second chance opportunities.
Clock at 4. Here's Hawkins. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Here's White, and he makes good on the layup.
And they're beginning to just...
Outside Butler. It's a hand on it, and Butler with his second chance.
On D, that's special.
To the paint, here's Simmons. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Well, they're passing to Rozier. And that one drops. Defended by Butler. White, wide open, he fires. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down. Time running low, guys, and passes it to Adebayo. Here's White, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Here's Hawkins, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Miami ball. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Shots good by Butler.
And Tyler Hero with a...
White the pass to Terry. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. Back to Hero. Adebayo passes to Hero, and he slams it one-handed.
Pretty much
A little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Ball's checked in for Terry. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden. Pass to White. It's picked off. Hero against Ball. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Outside, White. Puts one up from 19. And that one off the back of the rim. And
far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
nobody near Williams. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got Adebayo kicks to Hero. To the wing on the left. Here's Hockey. He claims that one off the back iron and Ball with it. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
How tight the game is.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. From deep. And he's good on the three ball. Picked his pocket. In transition, here come the Bulls. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night.
He can hit those shots.
55 seconds left in the game. Butler against Ball. Sweet move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And someone who welcomes big spots. Jimmy Butler.
And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front. But at least they're tied up.
And the Bulls with possession. Now White. Out left to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Heat.
Now that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Here's Butler. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Chicago with the ball. The drive-by Ball. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And the score...
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. Down low. Williams with the steal. To win it. Oh, couldn't sink the shot. And we're going to overtime. And regulation. And it's the Bulls with the ball. He's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Outside Williams. The shot from 20 feet away. And right through it goes. Against Kennard. Takes it inside, makes it off the glass. And they... Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's White, and White with the stuff. Butler with the ball, he'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. To the middle, and stolen by White. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there. And that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very serious.
White, good.
And hey, when you're a big...
4 on the shot clock. Here's Hockey. Williams with the block.
The reach of... 3
minutes gone now here in overtime. That one falls. Heroes got it all. I mean, they've gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. Hero, no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And that'll be 2 free throws. First free throw to 1.
Jimmy Butler really loves this opportunity here. So comfortable in the highest of stressful situations. Let's see if he steps to the line and gets it done again.
That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Left side, Ball. And Ball slams it in. Now here's Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Good. And he has brought them to within 2.
He kicks it up a notch.
Defended by Butler. Here's White. It falls.
And certain guys have that big shot attitude. We're getting to know.
There's 38 seconds left in the first overtime. Lewis checked in for Chicago. Here's Hero. No good on the quick 3.
And I think that was for him.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Tyler Hero. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter.
They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left in overtime.
Gets free t-shirts. Substitution for the Bulls, Robert Williams, Troy Brown Jr., Ben Simmons.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Hero with the 3. It's not going to go for him.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So it's Chicago winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the...
Meu pai do céu, que partida foi essa? Jogar contra o Heat é sempre difícil, a defesa pressiona muito e para ajudar o Tyler Hero e o Bam Adebayo não estavam errando nada. E mesmo assim, isso pareceu um jogo de playoff. Apesar da pressão e da diferença de pontos que só aumentava, a gente continuou indo atrás, por mais que muita gente tivesse péssima no ataque. E não tem como falar que os reservas puxaram muito o time para buscar a virada. O Terry, o Lewis, que mesmo não acertando bola de 3, achou um jeito de pontuar dentro do garrafão, o Robert Williams na defesa e principalmente o Ben Simmons, que carregou o nosso ataque até o Kobe White começar a acertar mais e o Buzelis resolveu entrar no jogo. Então, apesar dessa montanha russa, eu gostei muito de ver como o time inteiro lidou com o nervosismo e a pressão de ficar atrás no placar em uma partida importante. Nas estatísticas do Heat, Tyler Hero fez 24 pontos, 6 assistências e 1 toco, Adebayo dominou o garrafão com 20 pontos, 19 rebotes, 2 roubos de bola e 1 toco, Kennard e Butler fizeram 15 pontos e o Jaime Hack Jr. fez 11 pontos, 5 rebotes, 3 roubos de bola e 2 tocos. E o Nikola Jokic e o Duncan Robinson fizeram 11 pontos. Do nosso lado, Kobe White, apesar de ter ficado um bom tempo sem acertar, conseguiu fazer 30 pontos e ajudar muito o time com 12 assistências e 3 roubos de bola. Ben Simmons, que foi o homem da partida, ficou com 24 pontos, 7 rebotes, 6 assistências e 1 roubo de bola. O Buzelis, que foi muito bem, especialmente no fim do jogo com arremessos importantes, ficou com 17 pontos, 5 rebotes e 3 roubos de bola. O Lewis fez 14 pontos e 8 rebotes, o Terry fez 12 pontos e 4 roubos de bola, o Williams fez 9 pontos e 7 rebotes, Lonzo fez 7 pontos, 7 rebotes e 7 assistências, além de 2 roubos de bola. O Duren, que estava sendo caçado pela arbitragem e foi expulso com 6 faltas, ficou com 5 pontos, 9 rebotes, 1 roubo de bola e 1 toco. O Robert Williams fez 2 pontos, 1 roubo de bola e 2 tocos, mas ajudou demais na defesa, principalmente nas ajudas defensivas, e o Troy Brown Jr. saiu zerado. Depois desses 6 jogos, a situação agora é a seguinte: mesmo com a derrota, o Heat já tinha ganhado outros jogos e só o Hawks consegue passar por eles. Mas para isso, o Heat tem que perder todos os jogos que faltam e o Hawks ganhar todos para ser decidido por confronto direto quem fica com a sexta vaga. A gente tem 2 jogos a mais do que o Hawks e para passarmos eles precisamos pelo menos empatar nos recordes, já que no confronto direto a gente ganhou mais vezes deles, então a 7ª vaga ficaria com a gente. Além disso, caso a gente não passe pelo Hawks, para se manter em 8º precisamos que o Celtics perca pelo menos 2 jogos, já que eles têm um jogo a mais para jogar do que a gente. Então, para garantir a nossa posição, precisamos ganhar pelo menos os 3 jogos que faltam para ter alguma chance de passar o Hawks e não cair para os Celtics. O único problema é que dos 3 jogos que faltam, 2 são contra o 4º e o 2º colocado do leste. Então a gente vai fazer o seguinte: simular até o jogo contra o Magic, e se esse for um jogo decisivo para a classificação, a gente joga. E conseguimos 2 vitórias importantíssimas, chegando no último jogo da temporada. Mas por causa dessas 2 vitórias que a gente teve e também das derrotas que tanto o Hawks quanto o Celtics sofreram, a gente já está garantido na 7ª posição e estamos classificados para o play-in com mando de quadra. Restando saber agora quem vai ser o nosso adversário, já que os 2 estão empatados e vão decidir na última rodada. Dito tudo isso, vamos finalizar a temporada, ver os prêmios e quem vai ser o nosso adversário no play-in. E o prêmio de MVP da temporada vai para Luka Doncic, que ficou com média de triplo-duplo, se juntando a Oscar Robertson e Russell Westbrook como os únicos jogadores a terminar a temporada com essas médias, ficando com 39 pontos, 11 rebotes e 11 assistências. Esse cara é simplesmente absurdo. O prêmio de novato do ano infelizmente não ficou para o Buzelis, mas vai para o Ron Holland do Blazers com média de 11 pontos, 5 rebotes, 1 roubo de bola e 1 toco. O 6º homem da temporada é o LeVert com 15 pontos, 4 assistências e 1 roubo de bola por jogo. O defensor do ano fica com Giannis Antetokounmpo com média de 11 rebotes, 1 roubo de bola, 3 tocos por jogo. Absurdo demais esse cara na defesa. O jogador que mais evoluiu vai para o Kuminga com 18 pontos, 6 rebotes, 1 roubo de bola e 1 toco por jogo. Ele que inclusive esteve em conversas de troca para parar aqui em Chicago. E o treinador da temporada vai para o técnico do Orlando Magic, Jamal Mosley, que fez uma campanha absurda nesse fim de temporada e conseguiu chegar no 1º lugar do leste. Esse sim é um time que ninguém quer enfrentar nos playoffs. No primeiro time da NBA estão Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Julius Randle, não sei como, e o Nikola Jokic. No segundo estão Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, LeBron James e Domantas Sabonis. No terceiro estão Darius Garland, Tyrese Maxey, Devin Booker, Paolo Banchero e Bam Adebayo. No primeiro time de defesa estão DeAnthony Melton, Alex Caruso, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard e Victor Wembanyama. No segundo estão Derek White, Donte DiVincenzo, Jason Tatum, Odi Anunoby e Jaren Jackson Jr. No primeiro time de novatos temos o Ron Holland, Stephen Castle, o nosso Matas Buzelis, que mereceu muito estar aqui e acho que também merecia até o prêmio de novato do ano, o Tristan da Silva e o Isaiah Collier. Para finalizar, no segundo time de novatos temos o Gona Oniezo, Jacob Walter, Elmarco Jackson, Olive Maxi Prosper e Derek Whitehead. E aí, concordou? E aí, você concorda com todos esses prêmios e seleções? Deixe sua opinião aí nos comentários para a gente trocar uma ideia sobre. E o nosso adversário no play-in vai ser o Atlanta Hawks, que conseguiu passar pelos Celtics por ter ganho mais confrontos diretos. Então agora a gente tem que tirar um tempo para respirar, se recuperar e pensar em uma estratégia para esse jogo e surpreender eles dentro de quadra. Mas isso vamos deixar para o próximo episódio. E por hoje foi isso, deixa o seu like, se inscreve para fortalecer o canal e não perder nenhum episódio dessa série. Compartilhe o vídeo com aquele seu amigo que gosta de basquete, que gosta de 2K e que é fã de um bom modo treinador. E eu vejo você no próximo episódio com a briga pelas últimas vagas nos playoffs. Até lá!